Test, test, test. All right, is anybody there? Type if you can hear me. We'll start in a couple minutes. Wait for a couple people to show up. It's Sunday. I'll tell you what, I feel pretty good today. Yesterday I was kind of hurting a little bit. Um, didn't feel too well yesterday. What's up, Deb? How you doing? What's up, Karen? How are you doing today? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a little while. I see you on weekends, I think, but I don't know if I see you during the week that much. I don't know if if I start too early or whatever. What's up, Sasquatch? How you doing, brother? Man, it's a much better day today than it was yesterday because I didn't feel good yesterday. Not that I uh felt sick or anything. I just didn't feel well. And I don't know, just that energy was gone, right? And afterwards, I did sleep well, right? And this is one thing that I'm very scared of, right? I'll let you into a little bit of like things that I fear, is I don't want to lose that spark in my spirit where I stop being excited about the afterlife. And I'm like at the point where I feel like I just won the lottery and I can't wait to get to the afterlife, and cash in my ticket, right? Not suicidal, not anything crazy like that, but ready, right, to start life with our creator, right? And without people with the spirit of rebellion, right? People that want to be there, that want to be with God, forever. And I can't wait for that. And sometimes I fear, right, that if I get unwell again or sick, because I was sick for a long time with my stomach situation a while back. I was sick for like a year, right? But I still maintained my spirit. I felt really good. But I noticed that when I take a break from like reading the Bible or being in constant prayer, like when I'm like hanging out or in a group or something like that for like 3-4 hours or whatever. When I get home, like I'm like can't wait to get back into the Word again and start praying, right? Not that like this isn't like me telling you about like, oh, this is all the work I do or whatever. That's not what it's about. I mean, I genuinely, this is what I like to do. So it would be just like me, if my interest was chess, it would be like me playing chess all day, right? And so I'm always in fear that I'm gonna take a break too long and I'm gonna lose that spark in me that started about, I don't know, about 2017, right around the time that I was digging for flat Earth. Well, I really had like a craving to check out a conspiracy. And I went on the internet and I was looking for the moon missions. I was looking for the moon missions to see if that was real or not because it started to look so fake, especially after seeing good CGI. And so I was digging into that. I just had an urge to look into that. And I had already looked into the other one in New York, right? I looked into that other conspiracy, right? And I was convinced that that was, you know, convinced that it's not what the official story wasn't correct, right? And so I got into the moon stuff, but flat Earth kept popping up like in my feeds, right? And I kept like deleting them, like like not watching them, right? And just one day I just decided to watch it, and I couldn't get enough. I couldn't get enough Flat Earth stuff. But since that time, right, I've had this spark right inside me for God. It's like unbelievable. I wish that I started my life like this. I wish that I started from a small child, um, with this type of faith, and I'm always I guess that's the only fear is I don't want to lose it, and I don't know how you guys feel, but like, oh, hey, Ray of Sunshine, how you doing? How you doing, Cindy? Hey, what's up, Truth Hurts? What's up, Faith? I want to say hi to you guys while you're coming in. I'm glad that Karen's here. And so yeah, like it's like you get to the point where you dig through so much truth, right? You're like, oh wow, this flat earth stuff is awesome. I hope that we're gonna go tell the news and maybe the news will put it out or something, right? You like you start off thinking that everything is still like, individual people, right? And that you could run to some agency and tell them and it'll get out or something, but then you start to realize just how sewn up and together everybody with a platform in this country is, right? Like in the world, really, right? There's no one you could run to. Like they'll mock you, and they'll go along with the regular narrative, but they won't. It's crazy, man, because then you start really learning about like, yeah, because if everybody was just started out equal, right, and we could all be famous, right, everyone could be famous, then there would be people in with a big platform that would have a dissenting opinion, right, than what the narrative is, right, and so like there isn't anybody like not even one person like us with a huge platform, not Tom Cruise, not not what's his name, Brad Pitt, anybody, right? Not even Pee Wee Herman, right? Like not even a small celebrity. um there's nobody, right, with that has an opinion against the mainstream, and if they do, right, it's always some kind of weird crap, where we get lumped in with. I mean, okay, I have this nurse, right, that I see every week, 'cause, to get my medication and stuff, right? And so, she asked me about, if I wanted to get the jab again, right? And I said, no, I don't want to get it. And they keep asking me again and again and again. I mean, it's unbelievable how much they ask me. And I said, no, I don't want to get it. And she said, don't take horse medicine, some kind of horse medicine, I guess. And then she tells me some story about Joe Rogan. And I'm like, see, that this is the crap that happens, man. Is it like you get these like conspiracy people that are mainstream, right? And they'll have like these weird ideas, right? These like totally crazy ideas of, and then we get lumped in with them, like as if that this is what we think, that we're gonna do. Like it's they have it sewn up on both ends, right? They are both sides of every story, and you get to a point in truth, right, where it even gets uncomfortable, right? You're like, wow, I mean, all these conspiracies, even the ones that sound crazy, right, are true. And yeah, that's what she said. And what is it called? Invect. Yeah, that's what it's called. I don't even want to say it on here in case it's a key word. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. She said don't eat that stuff because it's for a horse or something. Like, and I'm like, why would I? reject the jab and then eat something else I don't know what it is, you know? Like, why would I like that? That's insane. First, you have to believe that there's a sickness to begin with, which obviously the flu went away. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with it, but there's been 0 flu deaths in the past year and a half. And so, you know, that's, I mean, if that doesn't wake anybody up, I mean, then I do believe that it's God wakes us up, however many levels that we're willing to go, right? It is scales on our eyes then, because like how could how could people not see what's going on? Like, I mean, okay, so like, okay, as far as like, you know, the gender inverted people in Hollywood, right? I don't even want to call them transgender because they're inverted from birth. You know, their parents did that to them. They were abused, you know? And this is hard, man, but like, you know, like, do you really think beautiful women are gonna like ruin themselves with plastic surgery when they turn 45, you know, like destroy their face if you know, they're millionaires, you know? And you know, it's yeah, it's insane, man. You know, it's all insane. And you know, I don't have anything against those people. I have a lot of questions though. Like, you know, like did they tell you you couldn't be saved, or that you know, or that because you I think you can be. Like I know that remember when the eunuch was with Jesus and they baptized him, you know? And so I mean, I have so many questions because I've talked to you know, people have anonymously talked to me. Um, you know, this one lady, she was in some country in Africa, and you know, her she said that one of her kids was sacrificed, right? And then she said that one of her kids was sacrificed in a way that where the kid was transgendered, you know? And uh that's hard to hear, you know? And what goes through people's I mean, they because I mean, I understand the whole you know, everything is inverted in Satan's world of lies, right? And so obviously doing everything the opposite it gives them something. I don't know, but I really I really wish I could reach more of them, you know. And I think there's more of them than we think. I think it's bigger than Hollywood. I think there's a lot of them, you know. And I got because I watch Michelle's work, you know, a lot, you know, and she does just amazing work, and she works with celebrities, and um, you know, she's got a pretty good education in the medical area, and so you know, she does good transvestigations, and it's like this is uncomfortable for me to talk about. I don't even want to open my mouth to even tell another person that this is what's going on, right? But it's you know, it is what it is, right? And so you know, I'd like to talk to more of them and you know, bring them the good news, you know, and find out what it is that they're even told, you know. Maybe they're told they can't make it. I don't know. But yeah, in flat Earth, you know. I mean, flat Earth is easy to talk to compared to talk about compared to that, you know, because it's obvious once you snap out of like the brainwashing. I mean, it's obvious we're not moving, you know. I mean, I have pictures that are like leaning on my mantle that are like my mantle is like half an inch above my fireplace, and it's like maybe a half an inch, right? And I got like you know, pictures just kind of leaned up there, you know, like not in frames or anything, just leaned up there. And they've been up there for 7, 8 years, you know, and like if we were flying around in all these different directions, like there, I mean, at some point, right? I mean, of course they're going to say, oh, we're going all the same speed so you can't feel it, but we're going in 4 different orbital directions, like like 11 vectors, right? And when like a circle has built-in acceleration, you know, and we it's just insane that we believed that we were ever moving, you know, and yeah, let me go and read that verse that um, Sasquatch put out. 1 John 2:28. Dear children, remain in the fellowship of Christ, so that when he returns, you will be full of courage and not shrink back from him in shame. No, absolutely, absolutely. You know, I mean, no, I mean, we should be looking forward to it. In fact, we should be waiting on him, right? Because you know we don't know the day or the hour, so we need to wait. You know, wait and watch. You know, and see, a lot of people say, "Oh, we don't know the day or the hour, so you know it's all good." You know, it's like a long time away or whatever. Well, with the rest of that verse is, you know, no one knows the day or the hour, so keep watch. You know, I mean, if anyone can put that out, that would be awesome. Um, but yeah, put that verse up so I can read it. But it's like, you know, it's like, you know, keep watch because we don't know the day or the hour. It's not we don't know the day or the hour, so just forget about thinking about it. You know, we're supposed to, you know, be happy and wait on him. And yeah, it's just amazing. So what's up with this FEMA camp? This hey, I want to have a couple of you guys on. You know, I want to have a couple of you guys on the show and do like interviews, you know, and like really like, you know, sit down and have like a 30-minute like, you know, interview about like, you know, where you have been on your journey of truth, you know, and things that were you know, easy for you to accept, things that were difficult. There's a couple of you that I really want to have on the show, you know, and I think I was talking to you know, God's Flat Earth earlier, and I think I was talking to Uncool Paranoia, I think. But I would like to have you guys on, you know, and like probably like I'd like to have one of you guys on tomorrow. I think that would be amazing, you know, and because that's what me and Tom did when we first started. Is we would have like interviews, right? We would have people on and like we would ask about their journey because finding another truther was hard back then when we first started. It was like there was the flat Earth crew, and then there was like I don't know people believing all kinds of crazy stuff. There was a lot of people following a lot of psyops, you know, and it split us up. You know, there's a lot of people that um, you know were in the Q movement, which you know, God bless them. If that's what they wanted to do, that's cool. But I'm at the point now where I know that there is no politician that's there for me. You know, like and to trust a anonymous to trust an anonymous government, you know, employee um, would be crazy. You know, I couldn't trust another anonymous government person. What does this say here? It says, "Pray I'll be able to hear your show again by one day. I'm sure I will, but I've got to jump off here now. God bless everyone." Well, you know what? It's every day at 7 o'clock, and I'd like to see you. You know, as much as you want to come, and like if you wanted to you know, come back tomorrow like at 7, then I'd like to have you on if it's up to you though. But oh, I saw your video Faith, and I thought that was a good video. You know, it's crazy that they have they even have things like that. This you know, they want to kill Jesus. I mean, what kind of what is that, you know? You know that we're in the devil world, right? When we're at the end of um where we're going to be in charge of our own body autonomy, you know? Like, I mean, to control our own bodies is going to be over. Like, we're the last people that are going to have that right. I mean, this is how serious it is, guys. I mean, they're going to put a lot of restrictions on us coming up very soon, you know? I mean, you know, I don't know. It's hard for me to even talk about it. Hey, Faith, do you want to jump on and talk about that thing that you did a video on? I could put down a link. We could talk for like 20 minutes. Maybe Sasquatch can come on too. Here, let me get my link and have some people on because yeah, man, it's just crazy stuff. Crazy stuff is going on, you know? It's absolutely it's mind-boggling, you know? That not only that, but it's like, you know, today of course, like I guess football started last week or something like that, and so today there's you know, football or whatever, and people are actually like gonna watch football today. Like nothing is going on. Like it's all good. Like the world is perfectly fine or whatever, you know? And it's not. It's not perfectly fine. Like we're in trouble. Look, we're carrying 8 people, you know? Right now we're carrying 8 people. Oh, hey, level up. I didn't see you. Hi. But yeah, we're carrying 8 people. This is how many people want to hear the truth, you know? And unless we're getting trolled or like talking about some kind of nonsense, right? We're not going to double that. And I'm not upset about that, but that is what it is, you know? And yeah, these are probably the 9 or 10 strongest people that, you know, that are around, you know, full truthers that are, you know, all the way Christian, right? Because I mean, I've even met like truthers that have dropped Christianity, right? Because they think everything's a lie, which I understand that, right? They believe everything's a lie, but they usually circle back around, you know, and come back when they learn about, you know, the evil being basically united, um, united against Jesus, you know, basically, you know. And that, I mean, that basically, this is what the Bible is, right? It's like God separated everybody at the Tower of Babel, right? They all wanted to war against God. And there's a big conspiracy to get everyone back together and, build Babylon again, right? And so this is what they're doing. This is the conspiracy. This is it. It is exactly the way this world is being run by the devil to get together to try to build that city, and and then this is where we're at. You know, I mean, if we can't all see it now, right? I mean, I know we do, right? But I mean, what do we need to do to get people to see? I mean, it's got to be a situation where they can't see. You know, like maybe they just don't even have the ability to see. You know, like they really do have scales, or they really don't have eyes to see and ears to hear. Maybe that's only speaking to a few people that like we could hear the truth, and then it's our job to like what warn people. Or I wish I had more direction, more knowledge of what my job is, you know. And yeah, you're right, silence is golden. Hey Faith, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Hi, Steve. I'm well, thank you. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm glad that you came on today. Because sometimes lately I've been doing the show by myself for a few months now, and normally it's like I usually had Tom or I had Alex, and did the show that way. But since you've been coming here, we've been getting 30 more clicks. 30 more clicks.
It's
Yeah,
great.
some of those is you were on the show with me, but like it's I don't know if the dates correlate or whatever, but like
Yeah.
ever since your first day here, and you came on, we've been getting 30 extra clicks. So maybe it's just
That's
like
great.
the show is getting better. So like explain this thing, like this document that's going around about people going like,
Okay.
what is it? People want to kill Jesus? What's the
Yeah. I'm gonna try to go to where I found it. I actually found it on YouTube. Pastor Vincent Rhodes,
Oh
R
yeah, I like him. Yeah.
Rhodes. He was the one that I found it on. I can't find him right now.
But
On my
it's
yeah.
like some atheist group is what they're saying, and they're waiting for like an atheist messiah.
Yeah, they're and it's so funny because when you Google anything else, any other deity, any other god, like there's nothing against them. Those gods are all good. Keep those gods.
Right, right.
Praise
There's
them. But
there's no
let's kill Jesus. There's only war waged against Jesus Christ.
yeah.
It's like, you know what? You atheists, so-called atheists, I'm putting quotation marks here. You say you
Yeah.
don't believe in Jesus so much, but yet everything you do revolves around Jesus Christ. Why is that?
Well, I'm starting to think, right? Well, not starting to, but like a year ago, I took on this belief that, like, atheists are basically Satanists, like
Yeah.
Richard Dawkins is not an atheist, he's an occultist, and
Yes. I
yeah,
mean,
it's like trippy to learn that, isn't it?
you can take Anton LaVey, but here's the thing. Anton LaVey is like the watered down version of
Right. Controlled
Aleister Crowley.
opposition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a psyop. He's put there to play his little freaking role of, the atheists don't believe in a deity, blah blah blah. We don't do anything. We don't worship anything. Blah blah. He's a controlled opposition to make it look like
Yeah.
Satanists, occultists don't do the things that Aleister Crowley does. Like, no, that's
Yeah.
wrong, guys. It's wrong.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's the Church of Satan, but it's a watered down version. It's
Yeah.
he's there to make it look like Satanists don't do that stuff. We don't do child sacrifice and all that. Yeah, you guys do.
They
Yeah,
do
you
it.
do. You
Well,
do.
it's like
It's just all underground.
it's like they create this boogeyman, right? That like, oh yeah, if we were in the Church of Satan, we'd be over there wearing the red suits and dancing around. Like that's
Right.
not us, so we're not doing it. But it's really everybody with a platform in this whole world. Uh,
Right. Here's
it,
here's my question. Why are you guys sitting outside abortion clinics dumping milk
yeah,
on yourselves? Huh?
I know. It's
Why
crazy.
are you doing that, Church of Satan? Well, let me
Yeah.
guess. Because that's the milk baptism. Yeah, because
Well,
you need the child sacrifice to Moloch, your
oh,
god.
it's just so insane. It's so
It's
insane.
insane.
And like,
If you Satanists didn't practice child sacrifice, why are you dumping milk on yourselves?
yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
people are so, people are so dumbed down.
it's
People
really
are so dumbed
insane.
down. And
Well, yeah,
I
but
get
here's
fired
the
up
thing.
because it angers me
Well,
because
this is
it's
one thing I want to
it's
ask you. This
mockery of
is,
my savior, and I get upset with that. I get mad
yeah,
about that. So when I see stuff like that, I get angry with it. So it's like, you know,
yeah, no, I don't blame you.
and you know what? It's like them when they stand outside abortion clinics, they have passion about their God. So do
Of
I.
course, yeah,
So
yeah,
do I. I will
yeah.
stand in your face, stupid Satanist, and I will
Well, this
stand
is,
there and I will defend my God till the day I die.
that's it. That's it. No, you're absolutely right. And this is what I'll ask you, right? Is okay. So the same way that they do this Church of Satan, right? They
Mhm.
do that too with their Christian churches too. Like they'll try to give an image of God, right? That is bigoted or not inclusive or whatever. right? And
Yeah.
like to get people to hate God when Jesus was nothing like that. I mean, yeah, there's rules, right, in the Bible, right? But every rule that was put in the Bible, right, was for our benefit, right? That if we do that, our life will be better.
Right.
And
And it's
so
not.
so it's not like that like so not only do they portray what a Satanist looks like, which is obviously, they are Satanists, right? But like
Yes.
they'll also portray like in the church like this image of what God is, and then make it almost seem like it can't be real or impossible, or get them to accept the Big Bang or accept things in science. But this
First of
is
all,
what
that
bothers
image of
me.
Jesus Christ is counterfeit. It's
No,
so
absolutely,
like
absolutely.
when you go into a Catholic church or even a Christian church and you see that image of Jesus Christ with the crown of thorns and his two fingers pointing up, that is a counterfeit version of Jesus Christ. That is not my savior.
I
I don't
agree.
care. I don't care what color skin he was. He could have been black, brown, purple. I don't care. It does not
Yeah,
matter the color of skin, but that image of Jesus
mm,
Christ is counterfeit.
that's
First of all,
right.
Jesus Christ would never have his two fingers pointed up like that stupid Baphomet.
No,
So that
no.
that
I
that
mean,
that
it's
angers
just.
me.
I never thought, right? I never thought that I would be in a world, right, where there was just this much deception, this many layers of it, right?
Oh, it's so
And
deep.
it's like everything is a lie. Like, I mean, couldn't anything be true? Like now I'm starting to really question, right? Like, is George Washington even a real person? Like, was that
Well,
ever real,
Freemasons.
right? I know that's crazy, right? But that's where I'm at, like, you know, uh, it's insane, right? That they all this history they teach us and all these events and all these things that people remember in history. Like, I don't think Kennedy was assassinated at all. Like,
Well, who wrote history? The
right.
victors. The
Well,
victors.
yeah, we'll see. Of course, it's going to be one-sided, but I'm even questioning if it's true at all. Like, if it's just not made up, like if they're not trying to hide our real history, because this is why I'm saying this, right? So we're supposed to believe, right, that you know man had no technology at all until 120 years ago. We had what, a hatchet and a
Right.
wheelbarrow and a horse, right? And then we had jet aircraft 50 years later. Like we went from having a horse in 1920 to having cars and jet aircraft by the 50s, 60s or whatever. And it's just insane where the technology is now, right? And so
Yeah.
I don't think all that happened in 100 years, right? I think that
Oh.
um, there was a period of time where there was like a lot of technology, right? Probably before the flood, right? Then the flood happened. Because I mean, there's all this architecture that we can't build, there's no
Yeah.
way we could build it today. And so I wondered, like, is George Washington real? Is Christopher Columbus, is that a real story? Right? And even the story they tell us, right? Like, say, like, okay, 9 out of 10 people will tell you Christopher Columbus discovered America if you ask them on the street. But there was already people here, right? So it's like,
Mhm.
how do you discover someplace if there's people here?
Yeah.
Didn't they discover it? Like, it's insane that people do know that there was people here and will still say that Christopher Columbus discovered America, if he's even a real person.
Yeah. If
Isn't that crazy to think about it like that? It makes you crazy, doesn't it?
yeah, that's how I think too, Steve. Honestly, like I'm like I don't know if I believe any of this bull.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It,
I'm like grateful that we have the Bible, and I'm kind of grateful that the evil is all lined up the way it is because it's consistent with the Bible. So either
it,
they're doing like an amazing job LARPing the Bible, or the Bible's true. That's the only two things it could be, and I'm willing to
to
die
me,
for
to
that
me,
it's true.
that's the only real proof that I have for myself at least that the Bible is the truth because I can go into the Word and the Lord will show me a scripture or a book and I can apply that directly to my life. to whatever's
Exactly.
happening, to whatever's happening. You know, he'll show me something and he'll be like, here, look, Faith, this is why you're going through this. And
Yeah.
this is your test, Faith. This is why. But every other book, every history book, all that, none of it means anything to me. None of
That's
it
right.
applies to my life. None of it makes any sense. It all sounds like crap. So when people
Yeah.
say, "Oh, the Bible is just a book written by men," no, it's not. No, it's not.
No.
God
Well,
breathed
they
those
see.
words.
That's what I say to people. If you read the Bible, right? If you study it, right, and read it, you'll see just how magical it is, right? I don't even want to say magical because that would
Right? Yeah.
imply the
I
magi.
know.
I'll say it's supernatural, right? It's
Yeah.
like it these things apply directly to you in the moment that you're
Yeah.
in, right?
Yeah.
And the Bible is a big conspiracy, and we are in one, and it is layered with lies, right? And people do want to keep us from God. And
Yeah.
if the world is ultimate, ultimate, the ultimate, the world is all full of lies, right? Well, then Jesus would be the opposite, right? The ultimate truth, right? And
Yeah.
so look how the world treated him. The same way the world treats us. They don't listen to us, right? They didn't listen to him. And he tried to push and save them, right? And look what happened, right? And it's like this is how the world is going to treat us. They're not going to listen to us either. Just like they didn't listen to Noah, they didn't listen to Moses, right? And it starts making you feel special when you start saying, okay, well, wow, I can almost relate my life to like some of these prophets back then, like
Yeah.
I'm starting to get excited about what's going to happen next.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. What the world wants is for us to feel like we're nothing. That's why
Right.
they give. That's why they give the whole ball Earth and Big Bang and all that. They want us to feel like we're so minuscule, we don't mean crap. That we're not special. That we're not like selected like the presidents are.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
No.
what I'm
And
what I'm trying to say is that's what the world wants us to feel like, that we're nothing. That we're nothing on this big old, yes, this earth is huge. It's huge. But the thing is, the Lord God loves us so much that he died for us. He gave his own life for each and every one of us, and we were handpicked by him. We're
yeah.
not some random pin on a
No,
spinning ball.
you're
We
right.
are we are very, very special to the Father. And that's what this
Well,
world wants to eliminate. They want
well,
to take that out of our brain.
Well, think about this, right? God knew, like, He created every detail about you, right? Your physical appearance, your physical body, right? He created every detail about that, right? And He knew exactly what your personality was going to be, and
Yeah.
exactly what you could be at your best, and exactly what you're His idea, basically, right? And
Yeah.
He wants to spend the rest of eternity with you.
Yeah.
Think
Like
about
I
that. This
yeah,
is
like I
what we
said.
are. We're divine. We're like royal. I don't even I can't, see. It's hard for me to even take a compliment from people sometimes, right? Because it's uncomfortable, right? But you get to a point where you have to start accepting, wow, like this is a special thing. Just even being, he doesn't need us for anything, right? like
No.
like
Yeah.
like just us being here is like a tremendous gift. Just even being created and knowing, right, that the well, the deity we're created by doesn't lie, right, and promises us something, for eternity, right? Eternity and contentment,
I,
right? we
I
could have been
tried.
created we could have been created by a purple monster, right, that eats people, right?
Yeah.
But instead,
I
like, we have
tried to
Jesus
humble
giving his life
myself.
for us.
I tried to humble myself, but just knowing my whole testimony of how Satan just from birth tried to get me, and like I said in my
Yeah,
testimony, the Lord was like, no, come on, Faith.
that's right.
And it's like, no, you know what? Yes, be humble. Know that you're nothing without your creator. But
That's it. Yeah.
also understand that you mean so much to the Father. He loves you so very much.
Yeah.
You are something in this world. Do something with that. Do
Yeah.
something with that. Do something for
Isn't it
him. Give back
amazing?
to
Like,
him.
And see, this is what I run into. This is the problem I run into, right? Like, I try to really like go where there's like a lot of lost people, or there'll be a mix, right? So that
Mhm.
like I could run into like 100 people a day that brand new people, right? And I never really get to my goal. Sometimes I get halfway there, but like I'll run into people where I'll just say, hey, praise Jesus for his sacrifice and his grace, and salvation's a gift, and this is good news. There's a way out of the stuff that's going on, and you
Yeah.
should see the amount of attacks that I take, like constant negative statements, and it's
Right.
like, what? Why can't people just? Why doesn't that make people happy? Like that's always baffled me. Because I'm
Yeah.
glad that that's the way it is. I
Yeah.
don't
I
know.
mean, when you think of it, it's like it's just like the word says, they hate you because they
Yeah.
hated him first, and that's just how it's the spirit of this world. Excuse me. It's an antichrist spirit.
And
And
sometimes they'll just hate you just for being happy.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
like you're happy with your salvation. You're like, oh, you know what? Or like I used to try to prove like if people came and if I was watching Flat Earth and I was like, oh yeah, that's great, man, the Earth is flat for sure, we know it. And
Mhm.
and someone would always want to debate, right? And I would try to bring them evidence, but it was no, they were just trolling me right from
No,
the
okay.
beginning.
On the
And
flat
so
earth
check this out. So
subject.
check this out, right?
Okay, I'm sorry.
So I would tell them, right? Like now it's like, okay, listen, no matter what you believe, sir, it's flat and stationary. So
Mm.
so so believe what you want, but this is the way it is. And it doesn't matter to me if I convince anybody anymore because
But
they just get mad.
what I get when I talk about flat earth is I can see the curvature, whatever. Okay, and
Right, right.
dude, what you're not putting into your mind is perspective. It's about perspective.
Yeah,
Maybe, maybe you
yeah.
can, maybe you can see a curvature. Are you using a fisheye lens though?
Right, right,
Are you
right.
using a fisheye lens? Oh, I've been on an airplane and I can see the curvature through the airplane window. That's because it's a fisheye lens. It's a
Well, either that or like sometimes mentally you tell yourself, right? Like we've been
okay,
told that
but
there's a
when we say
curve like our whole
when
life,
flat
so you
earthers,
think you've seen it. But
right?
nobody's seen the
When flat
curvature
earthers
from
say
30,000 feet. Yeah.
when flat earthers say the Earth is flat, they're not talking about pancake.
Right. We're talking
You know,
about the Earth is
they're
flat
talking about the
in
Earth does not move. The Earth is
no,
not spinning.
the
It's
Earth is
stationary. The Bible says the Earth is His footstool. Yes, it says the
that's
circle
right.
of the Earth. Circle doesn't mean
Well,
sphere, though.
like flat, okay, so to me flat is like, okay, it's flat in geometric orientation, meaning there's only one way up and one way down, right? that
Right.
that I know that for sure. In fact, I'm more sure of that, right, that the earth is flat in geometric orientation, right, the whole thing, right. I'm more
Mm-hmm.
sure of that than I am that there is a country called China, which I have a very high degree of belief that is there, right? Because people have been there, right? People have been there, and I've seen pictures and whatever, blah blah blah, right? But I've never been there, right? And I
Yeah.
don't know how long it takes to get there. So yes, I believe it to a high degree, but I know the Earth is flat. That's how sure I am. And
Yeah.
so like I tried to explain that to people, that it's provable now. Like and now that we have the black swan, and now that we have like all these videos that are like really nice and put all together, like because I remember when I first was looking
Oh,
into
you
flat
can
earth,
prove
I
it
was,
so easily. You can prove
yeah,
it's so
yeah,
easily that it's stationary, and people still don't see it. I mean, what
that's
got
right.
me about the moon landing was the fact that you can see through the dang moon. You can see through it.
Yeah, that's right, that's
You
right.
can see through it.
Well, this is what's crazy, right? There's something blue up there, right? And obviously the air is not is clear, and so is the water. And they
Right.
say that that's Rayleigh light scattering, right? Well, if you could see the moon, right, in the daytime, right? Like, are they telling me that like the moon is like sticking out of the blue or something, or like
Yeah,
or like where does the blue start exactly, right? Because
exactly.
you would think that if like
Could
if
it
you're
be
in
from the
a,
waters above?
well, see, well, water is clear, right? So this is what this is. It's a blue
That's
roof, right? And the water is reflecting it, right? So water is not blue either. But like,
oh,
notice how every
okay.
swimming pool is blue, right? To give us the illusion that water is blue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And look how many
Someone
people
did
are like
really
in on it,
someone
right? Like it gets
someone did a really
insane,
great
right?
someone did a really great video of the
Hmm.
reflection, like how a rainbow is made. Man, I
Yeah,
can't remember the name of the channel. I wish I
I
could.
do.
I'll look into
It's
it. But
it's
you saw
oh,
that?
I knew it when you before you asked me. It's God rules, right? Because
I think so.
you need a polar. Okay, so if you're outside, all you need is water to make a rainbow, right?
Yeah,
Water in the sunlight. But if
yeah,
you're indoors, you need a mirror or some kind of polarizer, right? So you
yeah.
would so there has to be some kind of dome or mirror or something out there, right?
Yes.
Because yeah, or else we wouldn't be able to have a rainbow, you know. And
Yeah,
there's a
that was a
lot of
really great video.
and there's just so many like there shouldn't be a stationary pendulum anywhere in the world, you know. Like if they're saying a Foucault pendulum works, then all pendulums should be swinging everywhere.
Yeah.
Like like it's just insane what they want us to believe. It's insane. They say, oh yeah, the world oh hey CC, wow man, I can't believe that this guy's like a celebrity to me, man. He's been around in flat earth as long as I can remember.
I can't see the
Man,
chat.
yeah, no, it's CC from he's a flat earther, like long time flat earther, probably 2015, back when
Oh, wow.
Daniel Pratt started. Yeah, like way back in the day. Yeah, I'm kind of like I feel famous now, you know. That's like it's like having Eric Dubay in your chat, you know. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, flat Earth is really what opened like really like I was already a Christian for many years before that, but like I really caught on fire, and that's when I really said, okay, I'm going to start cracking this Bible, you know.
Yeah.
And man, everything made sense to me after that, you know. And now I couldn't imagine not being in the Word, you know. But you know, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
hey, go
Sorry.
ahead, go ahead.
Oh, no. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been a Christian for many years, but yeah, when I started researching that, I was like, "Oh, okay, you know what? I see these people talking, and let me see what the Bible says." And as soon as I got into what the Bible says about the earth, and I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe they're right."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and then like it just went from one conspiracy to the next, you know, the news being fake, and then
Yeah.
like I used to watch like where people would like show. I stayed away from the real sensitive ones, you know, that would like break my heart, you know. But like you know, just looking how news events and stuff like that were all fake, right? And then like it got to the point where you know I just started like in my mind auto hoaxing everything, you know. Oh yeah, so nothing's real, you know. And maybe that's not like the greatest attitude, right? But like it's really like if you just auto hoaxed everything, you'd be right most of the time. That's the problem, you know. And
Honestly, that's true. Like, I think it was 4 years ago. Um, that's what I started doing. Was just like they're lying. This ain't real. I side-eyed everything. I started
yeah, yeah.
side side
I
eyeing
mean, you
just,
have to, you know.
and
And
the
then, but
majority of the time I was right. It was all bull.
right, no, you're right. Well, it's there for a reason to get like to get a reaction out of you to make you
Right.
feel something emotionally, right? Even stuff that we know is fake, right? Like, okay, let's say you know, like how like you do your videos and you watch the news and some stuff will still upset you, right? Well, they want that reaction out of you. Like
Yeah.
they're trying to get it out of you. And see, like you know, I get it. You have to kind of watch it because you have to make videos to wake people up. But like
Yeah.
that's what they want is for you to think that what they're saying is really their opinion on TV. They know it's not
Yeah.
real. You know, they
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And I
You know.
said that in a video. I believe it was last week. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is that,
But you're
yes,
funny about it though.
yes, I get caught up in the emotion, and I shouldn't, because I know that feeds them. That
But
feeds
see,
their story.
what can
It
you
feeds their
do,
sense.
right? We're human beings, right? Some things are gonna just crush our soul to even see it, you know? Like I can't even see like if I see a picture of like kids sitting in a classroom, right? Just sitting there, right? That
God, did
crushes
you?
my
Oh my
spirit
God, Steve,
just because they should be outside playing, you know?
did you
Like
see that? Did you see that video of them like taking this child away and putting? They were this child was screaming. I don't know if it was a boy or a girl.
no, I didn't see
It
it.
was screaming
Mm-mm.
its head off. What they're quarantining it, and
Oh my God.
yeah, they put the poor child like, strapped down into what looked like a freaking coffin. It was like a
Oh
plastic.
my God.
It was like
What?
a
What
plastic
country
book,
was this? Is this
and I was
America?
like, I think this was Australia. Yeah, it was
Oh my
Australia.
God.
And I swear to God, the mom was just sitting there filming. I was like, why are you not throwing that damn camera down and beating the poop out of these people? Why are you just standing there allowing this? That's your
Yeah.
child. It was so
Yeah.
disgusting looking. Oh my God. I cried. I legit cried.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you.
It was so awful. I don't know what brought that
Well,
to my mind. I saw that last night.
no, but like what really kills me, right, is that, you know, once you start learning, right, that like everything in life, right, science, politics, entertainment, especially entertainment, right, and you know, is designed to pull you away from God. So
You
even
think it
things that we
wasn't
used
real,
to
Joe?
enjoy, yeah, like even things we used to enjoy when we were kids, right? Like music we used to enjoy, you know, like that was pulling us away from God. And it's hard to let that stuff go sometimes. And so that's
Yeah.
why like sometimes like when you know we all kind of subscribe to each other and we all kind of see each other around, and that's why I don't mind when like people are listening to music sometimes, and I, you know, I enjoy one or two songs or whatever, and then I move on. But like it's so hard to like we look back on our childhoods, right, and it's like, man, that whole thing was to deceive me, you know.
Right. Yeah. And I love music. That if I can't
Doesn't it
listen to
hurt?
music, yeah, if I
Well,
can't listen to music, I'm not getting anything done.
yeah, it's crazy, right? Because like, you know what? If we knew from like, you know, from birth, right, about God and the, you know, what the truth was and everything, right? We
But
would be
see, here's
singing worship
the thing.
songs like, you know, constantly, but we're like conditioned to be turned off by gospel music, you know? And
Right.
that's just a shame that it's an effort to enjoy that, right? When, you
Yeah.
know, now I love it, but like it was hard to get to the point where I liked it, you know?
Oh, I
And
hear what you're saying, Joel. I have two phones here, so I can see the chat on my other phone.
yeah.
I see
Oh,
what
I'm
you're saying, Joel.
sorry.
I agree with that.
Why are things getting crazy out there in the
Yeah.
chat?
No, no, no. He's just saying that the what I said about the kid probably wasn't real, and then he said they use those videos to scare people into submitting,
Yeah,
and I agree with that.
that's what they do. That's
Absolutely.
what they do. Well, anyway,
It's
I thank you
more
for coming
fearful.
on. Like, I think we should probably round out. I want a few people to click on this, you know,
Okay.
and then
Thank you for having me. I
oh
appreciate it.
yeah, oh hey, you know what? It's always a pleasure, you know, and I really appreciate you coming
It,
on, and so you know it's great. And let me say hi to Shepherd's Voice. Hey, Shepherd's Voice. Hey, Deb. I don't know. See if I missed anybody. There's Joel. Hey, Joel. Camo. Yeah. And then CC was here. That felt good. Hey, guys, subscribe to CC if you're a flat Earth person. Alex D was here. That's great. James is here. It's awesome. Yeah. CC's got good like flat Earth stuff. You know. But
see,
anyway,
see.
guys.
Oh, okay, I
Um.
see.
Yeah, I know. There's some symbolism there, right? But anyway, don't think I don't know all the symbolism. You know what I mean? So I don't. You know, I peep things out. I just sometimes keep it to myself because there's just everybody has something. You know, like
There's so
there.
much.
I wish there was one person I could point to and say, "There's the all the truth is right there." You know, and that's Jesus. That's it, right?
That's it.
Because I used to like Eric Dubé's stuff, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, Eric Dubé's great. And then he has all this anti-Jesus stuff, right? And all
Yeah.
this other crap, right? And I'm like, wow, why do they gotta mix it with something else? You know, like what, like how far down does this conspiracy go? You know?
Yeah, it runs deep. But if you
It
have the
runs
eyes to
deep.
see, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you have the eyes to see, it doesn't work on you.
No.
That's where it
Just
stops.
just take what you like and put the rest away, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. Well, I'll see you guys later. God bless you, and most of all, praise Jesus for His sacrifice and His grace, and of course, pray for the kids. See you later,
Love you
guys.
guys.
Thanks, Faith. I appreciate.